the evil spirit can disappear. See what was happening. This guy was holding a spear. Evil spirit upon him. The Bible says, and Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it, and David avoided it out of his presence twice. A king fighting with a boy, but he missed him twice. A king. And he could have said, simply hold this boy, put him in prison, but you can imagine a whole king fighting the javelin with a boy. The devil has no manners. He'll make you do things that are not equal to your status. A king with a boy throwing javelin. He had all the power to say, hold this boy, put him in prison. But because he was operating under the evil spirit, he could not think properly. The Spirit of the Lord is sound. He'll make you right, He'll make you to make right decisions, do the right things. Evil man wanted to fight with a boy. And in fact, the boy was 17 or something. You can imagine how many boys here are 17. You can imagine. 17-year-old. It's not even Peter. Peter is older than that. And he's a whole king of a nation fighting with a boy. 1 Samuel chapter 24. We look at where now David had an opportunity to deal with this man. 1 Samuel chapter 24. Let me read it quickly. After Saul had returned from pursuing the Philistine, he was told David is in the desert of En-Gedi. So Saul took 3,000 able young men from all Israel and set out to look for David. How many? 3,000 men. Thousands of people looking for one small boy to destroy him with the order from the king. And the Bible says, from all Israel and set out to look for David and his men near the crags of the wild goats. And he came to the sheep pens along the way. A cave was there, and Saul went in to relieve himself. And David and his men were far back into the cave. And the men said, this is the day the Lord spoke of when he said to you, I'll give you an enemy into your hands, for you to deal with you as you wish. Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's slope. Afterward, David's conscience was stricken for having cut off a corner of his lobe, and he said to his men, the Lord forbade I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed. Loyal people do not take revenge. Look at this picture. 3,000 men were hunting this small boy. They came to a cave and Paul was relieving himself. And there was an opportunity for David to destroy Saul. Even the people who were with him were telling him, the time has come. This is what the Lord said.